Jai Shri Ram. Today we will learn about the charama slokam, which means the final slokam of the Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter 66. Before I commence, strictly speaking, this is not the last sloka. Though it is called the charama sloka, it is called the charama sloka, that means the final sloka, because Ramanujacharya and many other great scholars and interpreters consider this as the essence, the quintessence, saram. Quintessence means saram. So they believe that this is the saram, and therefore this is called charama sloka. Strictly speaking, the charama sloka is 18th chapter, 78th shloka. 78th shloka is the last shloka in the 18th chapter, last verse, which was uttered by Sanjaya. And that shloka is actually, it goes like this. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Sri Vijayor Bhuti Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. That shloka is also equally important. The 18th chapter, 78th shloka. Sanjaya, incidentally, is the charioteer. He was the charioteer of Dhritarashtra, who was the father of Duryodhana. And Sanjaya also was a childhood friend of Dhritarashtra. And Sanjaya was given the divine vision by Maharshi Vedavyasa, and so Sanjaya could actually be a witness. He physically went to the battlefield, but he had this great power granted by Vyasa to witness every incident and listen to every conversation in an invisible form, while not being visible to the others, but he could see everything that was going on. And Sanjaya returned after the fall of Bhishmacharya. Bhishma fell on the 10th day, and after that Sanjaya returned to report the matter, and then that is when Sanjaya reported the whole of the Bhagavad Gita to Dhritarashtra. So that last sloka 1878 is Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Sri Vijayor Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. Now let's look at this one also. So actually Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra, the emperor and his childhood friend, that you see, wherever Krishna and Arjuna are there, Sri means opulence, wealth of all kinds. Bhuti means power, potency. Dhruvaniti, Tatra Sri Vijayor Bhuti, Vijaya, victory. And Dhruvaniti means steady righteousness, that means dharma. So Sanjaya is indirectly telling Dhritarashtra, listen, you are going to lose this war, your sons are going to lose this war, because wherever Krishna and Arjuna are there, 4 things are guaranteed. One is Sri, opulence, ante wealth, dhanamu, anni rakala dhanamu. And then Vijaya, that means victory. And Bhuti means power, potency. And Dhruvaniti can be simply understood as dharma, righteousness. That means morality which is perfect and established in the Vedas. So that is the charama sloka in the literal sense, 1878. But now we are talking about the other charama sloka, which is philosophically considered the last one. That is 1866. It goes like this. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja, aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. In this shloka, Krishna is actually giving a guarantee. It is a covenant actually. Covenant. Covenant is a word in English which basically means a solemn agreement, a serious agreement. There is a covenant in the Ramayana also. Rama also gives a covenant. Sakrudeva prapannaya tavasmi iti cha yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami yetad vratam mama. That is Rama's covenant in the Ramayana, where Rama is saying, if anybody approaches me for and considers me as the supreme, then I guarantee I will protect him from all types of danger. So something similar here in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is saying, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja, aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Ma shuchaha means don't cry. Sarvadharman parityajya. Now, the word Sarvadharman Parityajya means give up all dharmas. That is the literal meaning. But philosophically, that's not the meaning. Remember, in Sanskrit, every word acquires different meanings in different contexts. Here, Sarvadharman Parityajya can be simply understood as give up all botherations. Don't bother. You see, there are so many rules and regulations and rituals. You have to follow this, you got to do that. Don't worry about all that. What Krishna is saying in a nutshell is whatever you do it as an offering to me. Do whatever work you are doing as an offering to me. That means, remember, the whole of creation is Krishna's family. In the sense that Krishna is our eternal friend and companion. Because that is what the Veda also says. The Veda says, Dva suparna sayuja sukhaya samanam vruksham parishasvajate tayoranyaha pippalam swadvati anashnananyo abhichakashiti. This is called the parable of the two birds in the Rig Veda, and all the Vedas this occurs. So the parable means a short story with a meaning which is implied, which you have to draw. This parable is actually, there are two birds sitting on a tree. The implication is that body is the tree and the two birds are Paramatma and Jivatma, who both exist in the body. So just as the body is necessary for the Jivatma, that is our soul, the Jivatma is necessary for the Paramatma. So this is the equation. So the Veda says that there are two birds sitting on a tree, and there's one bird sitting right on top, which is Krishna, the Paramatma, the Brahman, if you want to call it that. And the other bird is you and me, hopping from each branch, eating fruits. And sometimes the fruits on one branch are sweet, so we enjoy. Sometimes the fruits are very sour or bitter, and so we suffer. The implication is these are the results of our karma. And we keep doing a lot of activity, karmas also, and we are also harvesting. We are also facing the repercussions. That means the negative consequences of all that we do. And the bird right on top is actually looking down intently on this bird, which is you and me, which means the bird on top, Krishna, is hoping that someday we will develop the wisdom to join him at the top and be detached about everything in this world. Not that you are abandoning everything. Krishna doesn't say you give up everything and run away into the forest. Be in the middle of the battle, but be totally detached. Krishna will never give you silly philosophies that you have to run away, you become a complete sannyasi. No. You must be in the middle of the fight. You must fight. But at the same time, remember, you're fighting for dharma, you're fighting for Krishna. So, Sarvadharman Parityajya mamekam charanam vraja. Vraja means go. Aham tva. That means I. Sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. That means I will rid you of all the papams. Don't worry, I'll take care of all that. Ma shuchaha. Do not worry. So this is the covenant, Covenant, the solemn promise of Krishna to all of us. Therefore, get yourself a copy of the Bhagavad Gita. Keep a Bhagavad Gita at home. Keep a picture of Krishna and Arjuna. There is a silly superstition, I do not know which rascal spread it, that if you keep Mahabharata at home or a picture of Krishna and Arjuna on the Radham, then it will cause quarrels in the family, property disputes will arise. This definitely some Christian rascal would have spread. And unfortunately, many gullible Hindus believe these kinds of nonsensical superstitions. The last sloka I am again repeating for you, 1878. Sanjaya is asserting, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanuddharaha Tatra Sri Vijayor Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. That is 1878. And 1866 again for you. Sarvadharman Parityajya mamekam charanam vraja. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. Ma shuchaha. Don't cry. Offer everything. Whatever you do it as an offering to Krishna. Because if you serve Krishna's friends, we are all friends. All Jivatmas, every creature is an eternal companion of Krishna. When you serve Krishna's family, he will protect you, he will take care of you. Jai Shri Ram.